Tanky Poo is the poopiest dog in town. Alright, hey everybody, it's Dave here. Some people have actually been saying to me they haven't seen enough Tank in the videos. They haven't seen Tank, and they wondered, is he alright? Yes, he's fine. So, I'm going to take Tank out for a quick walk. And, you're invited. You're invited. Join me, shall you? So, anyway, this is his leash. Yeah, he has one of these things that goes around his little muzzle. I don't know how he can do this. Let's see. Oh, you like the camera, don't you? Okay, I gotta put that over there so I don't have enough hands to do this. It takes 2 hands to put the little leash. You can't probably see it. Anyway. Alright, so now we got him going. Mr. T, Mr. T, Mr. T, Mr. T. Ooh, look. Look. What is that? A salamander. We saw a salamander. Tank didn't even see that guy. Oh, look at him. Look at him. There's a salamander, a mommy, and 2 babies. I didn't realize they were even here. Oh my goodness. We gotta make sure Tank doesn't get into them. Or eat them. He might eat them. He'd probably... You like salamander? Is that what that is? A salamander? Anyway. That's weird. Huh. It rained really hard last night. It did. Hard rain. Yes. I get really tired with the weather people, because the weather people on the radio and on the TV and in the newspapers and on the websites, they just love to hype the weather. Well, we're doing a community service. We're getting everybody prepared so there will be no deaths or injuries from falling trees and whatever. But at the same time, I don't know. I think they put a lot of needless fear into people. They just do. I don't know. It's just crazy. What did we have? In 2012, we had something called a derecho come through. It's a big straight line storm thing that's for hundreds of miles, and it forms out in the Midwest. Like it'll form in Iowa or Illinois or Ohio in like the mid-afternoon, and then as it plunges into the humid air coming on the East Coast, it intensifies, and then you have this huge straight line of thunderstorms that comes and builds, and then it pushes through here like in the early or late evening. And you get little mini, that happens a lot. You get these little lines that come through all summer long. But every now and then you get one of these monster derechos is what they call it. And it can do some damage. And we had one in 2012 that came through about midnight with like 80-mile-an-hour winds. And yeah, a lot of people didn't have power for like a week afterward. But, you know, the weather people around here are just so anxious for another one to happen. They just are, you know. And so yesterday we had some of those straight line storms coming down from Pennsylvania, and you know, and they were okay, a little heavier than garden variety thunderstorms, but we didn't, look at the trees, they're still standing, right? Trees are still standing. Everything's cool. Come on, Mr. Pooh. Anyway, I don't know. They made such a fuss about it. And there were some areas that did get a little bit of tree damage, but I don't know. Last night about 6, 7 o'clock, I mean, all the TV stations were just radar going, and I don't know. Tank doesn't care. Yeah, he does. He does care, actually. I took Tank. Tank, first off, come on, poo-poo. Tank doesn't like the rain. He does not like rain. He likes all the other kinds of weather. He likes cold. He likes snow. That's all cool. The wind doesn't bother him. But hot, humid, sticky weather he's not so thrilled with. I mean, I'll take him out on a hot, sticky day, and he's just kind of lethargic, but he's okay. But what he doesn't like is rain. He just despises rain. And I've read that pit bulls do not like rain. They don't like to get wet. They don't like to jump in the creek or, the pond. I don't know. Pit bulls are not water dogs. And for some reason, he doesn't like water. So anyway, he's not a pure pit bull either. He's got some German short-haired pointer and some other things in him. So he's not quite pure, but anyway. So last night, you know, the storms came through, and I took Tank out, and it was just lightly raining. He was okay with it. You know, he had to do his business, and, you know, I took him out. And then we were out there for about 10 minutes, and all of a sudden, it wasn't a big thing, but you could hear, you could see a flash of lightning in the distance and a rumble of thunder. And that really spooked Mr. T. He just kind of looked at me like, and he said, you know, I could see in his eyes, get me inside right now. And he pulled as hard as he could to get us back in. I mean, I was like, you know, he was like, he would have dragged me to get inside. He was just, that scared him. And it even wasn't a close strike. It was way off in the distance, but that flash really scared him. So, anyway. So we're taking our walk. He likes, you know, this woods I walk him a lot in. I like to walk him in this woods. The problem is now, with everything coming out now, we've got all the greenery out. Okay, I'll take you right over here, but I don't want to go too deep because I got my shorts on, and there is poison ivy in this woods. That's poison ivy there, pretty sure. It's anything with the 3 leaves. Now, these are ferns here. They're okay. That's okay, but I don't want to get poison ivy because I'll get big itches from it. So I don't like to take him back in the woods, you know, off the paved trails, off the dirt trails, because, yeah, I don't want to have to go get a shower every time I walk him. So this time of the year, I kind of keep him on the paved trails, keep him on the trails, so we don't go back in the woods too far. Oh, it is humid today, okay? This is March the 15th. No, March. May! This isn't March, this is May. This is May the 15th, 2018. And it is humid today. It is like a wet blanket out here. I think if you were just out here today and you didn't know what time of the year it was, you would say, this is about, oh, late July. So it's going up into the upper 80s today. I don't think it's going to hit 90. It was like 81, 82 in the car thermometer when I was driving back from lunch today. But Mr. T. So anyway, a lot of people have been saying on my comments they haven't seen enough Tank. So we are going to give you a nice fulfilling shot of Tank today. We're doing the entire, we're going to Tank walk. The complete Tank walk. From beginning to end. And anybody want to guess? Anyone want to guess what the timestamp will be when he poops? Now, if Tank poops in the woods, I kind of use the bear mentality. It's kind of like if a bear poops in the woods, no one's going to clean up for it. You know what I mean? Animals poop in the woods. Okay, I probably should clean up after Tank every time he poops in the woods, but generally speaking, I don't clean up. If he's pooping back in the woods here somewhere. I do have a bag, I do have a pocket full of bags, doggy bags, doggy poo bags. But usually if he's pooping and it's off the trail here, I just let it, you know, it's things poop, the animals poop in the woods, you know. But I know, don't turn me into the animal cops. But if he poops on grass, you know, especially grass that's cut, you know, in front of anybody's unit, yeah, I will always clean up the poop. Cleaned up the poop. Clean up the poop. And the nice thing about what they did here in this townhouse complex is they put little poop baskets around, which is nice. Because before they did that, you had to carry the poop bag back with you, you know, and dispose of it at your townhouse. So that was kind of a pain. But anyway, they now have little dispensary, you know, poop baskets placed at strategic places throughout the complex. So you can just toss the poop bags in the baskets, which is nice because then you don't have to carry them all the way back to your unit. It's like where my sister lives. They have their little doggy pot things all over the place. And yes, oh, here we go. Another dog. I'm just turning here, so come on. Come on, Mr. T. Oh my. Tank does not like other dogs. He's okay with other people, but he does not like other dogs. That's a Dalmatian. No, that's not a Dalmatian. What's that dog? It's a Greyhound. That's a Greyhound that lives down, actually lives in our same townhouse complex there, over there on my same street. And he's a nice dog, but yes, Tank, what are you doing? He's been eating grass lately too. I don't know. I think he's depressed. I think he's somewhat depressed. Anyway, so yeah, that little Dalmatian, there's a couple of the Dalmatians. That guy had the one there, but anyway, I think there's 2 Dalmatians, because I often see that guy walking with 2, but he only had the one today for some reason. But yes, they live down there, and Tank just doesn't, I don't know, I sometimes let him breed other dogs, but it always turns bad. Uh-oh, there he is. Aww. The face of a pooping dog. Let's see here. Oh my goodness. Oh, okay. What did I got here? A Food Lion bag. Gotta open it. There's the Food Lion bag. So here's how you pick up doggy poo. This video will probably not be monetized, because every time I put a video up with Tank in it, anytime you put pit bull in the title of a video, it's gooey poo too. Anytime you put pit bull in the title of a video, ew, there's nice, we got some grass for that. There it is. There it is. Anytime you put pit bull in the title of a video, YouTube demonetizes it. Even if it's just a cute baby pit bull, a pooping pit bull, my sweet, wonderful pit bull, it'll be demonetized. I did a video a couple months ago, and Tank's the lady that owns Tank, her daughter, well, the friend of the lady that owns Tank's daughter came by and gave Tank a bath, and he's so cute in the bathtub. In fact, I'll post a link to that at the bottom of this in the description so you can watch it. But that video has never been monetized. It came up demonetized, and even despite my requests, has never been monetized. And it's just a video of Tank getting a bath, and he's sweet and he's lovable. You know, why do dogs eat grass? Oh, Tanky poo! Don't eat the grass. The problem with eating the grass is a lot of this grass is treated with fertilizers and chemicals. You see the different colors of the grass. I mean, you know, some of these little lawns here got lawn chemicals on them and stuff, and I don't think it's good for him to be eating that kind of grass. You know, if it's just natural grass out kind of towards the woods, I don't think it's that big of a deal. He'll just poop it out, but, you know, he's going to get a certain amount of lawn chemical in his system if he eats the grass. Anyway. Look at those little balls. What tree is that? Does anybody know what kind of a tree? A sycamore? Is that a sycamore? Is that a sycamore? That looks like a maple. Okay, so where do they put the, where's the poop basket? Oh, I see it. It's up there past the transformer. Yes. What do you see? What do you hear? And there's the poop, and there's the pooch. There's the poop and there's the pooch. There's the poop and there's the pooch. So we're walking Tank today. It's about 1 o'clock. It's about 83 degrees out here. It's a beautiful day. It's getting kind of humid though. It's very humid for this time of the year, which is unusual for Northern Virginia in May, but you know, you kind of associate this humidity with more of summer weather. We're still in spring for another month. Got some wind noise there. Hope that doesn't bother you. Maybe I'll get a $70 microphone like Camper Van Kevin with a big fluffy thing on it. When he's in his sniffing mood, man, you gotta just let him sniff. You know, I could pull him, but sometimes he's in a super sniffing mood. He's in different kinds of moods. Sometimes if I walk him early in the morning, he'll be in kind of a slumbering mood, and he doesn't, you know, he just stops to do his business and doesn't really enjoy the outdoors. But then sometimes I take him out and he's in a sniffing mood, and you can't walk with him really. You just gotta, you know, walk a few steps and he sniffs, and walk a few steps and he sniffs. When I like to take my exercise walks, I can't take Tank because he doesn't want to keep moving. He wants to just, you know, it's like this. The whole walk will be like this, which is okay, but you can't really get your heart rate up and get some decent exercise in. Oh yeah. There's another woods here. He likes this woods because there's lots. Actually, this woods isn't too bad. There's not a tremendous amount of ground cover here, so I can usually walk him even in the summertime months over here with the without getting too much poison ivy threat. Oh yeah. And then of course, here it is. They just installed these about 2 or 3 weeks ago, and they're so convenient. Ah yes. Yes. Oh yeah. Anyway, so there he is. I'll tell you something, he is a nice dog. He is a very nice dog. And he's interesting when his owner, you know, his owner is this woman, and she's nice too, but he's a different dog when she's around. And then when she leaves, when they go away on a vacation or something, I mean, it's like, he's a different dog. And I think he's a nicer dog when she's not here. I think she kind of coddles him, and he knows he can get away with more when she's around, so he isn't as well behaved. When I'm around, I'm kind of a little more stern with him, especially when it comes to food and begging at meal times. And, you know, I don't, for example, I'll put up the gate so he can't come into the kitchen during meal time, so he's not standing right next to me begging for food. He has to wait out in the dining room. And I can give him a little bit of food now and then when he's doing that, but he's not like that close to me. And if he's really obnoxious about it, I'll put the gate over by the stairs and he has to stay over there. So I'm much more gate-tastic. Anyway. You're eating, so now eating this grass, I don't think this has been treated with any kind of lawn chemicals. So if he's got to eat grass, I guess this is better. But come on, man. What, do you got an upset tummy? I don't know, man. I don't know. Here's the penile transformer. I like this one. Oh, yeah. Anyway. All right, we're coming up to the end of the walkie dog here. Almost at the end of the walk. He's getting kind of, see him? The heat, it's 85 out here, 83, high humidity, and he's starting to huff and puff a little bit and pant. Yeah, he's ready to go in. Now, if this was about 20 degrees cooler today, we'd be out, you know, I could take him on an hour walk, hour and a half walk, and I think he'd be fine. But he's already starting to pant. He wants to go into the air-conditioned comfort. Anyway, there's little Adam. There's little Adam's friend, the big black Mercedes with the growler muffler. Oh, let's check on the salamanders, huh? Let's see how the salamander mommy and her babies are doing. There they are. Oh, aren't they sweet? Yeah. Oh, there comes the mailman. I wonder if he'll bring me any swag today. Actually, I don't use this address for my swag. It goes to the P.O. box, but anyway. Yes, it was a very good doggy for his walk. You were very good. So I put the leash up, and then the other thing we have to do with Tank, after we take him out for a walk, is he has to get his treat. And this is his treat box, and he gets 2 treats. One treat, oops, And another treat. 2 treats. This video is brought to you by Berman's Real Mayonnaise. Berman's only at Aldi. Alright, folks. Thanks for watching. Tank thanks you too. Say goodbye to the fine folks, Tank. Vlog under.